conversation that's happening. The other comments I'd like to make about just the selection process, and Mayor, to your point about many different constituencies wanting many different things. One of the constituencies that we haven't talked about is the city council, right? And the fact that the community center is part of a much broader perspective that the council is looking at for the future of the community as part of your strategic plan, right? This is just one of a number of things within the community amenities or high quality service delivery. And the thing that really struck me, and I know it struck others on the selection team, was the way that Matt and Ted really spoke to the strategic plan. And it wasn't just checking the box. I think it's really integral to the way that they think and they approach projects, that sustainability was frequently and strongly mentioned. That's clearly a value that both firms have. Inclusion and equity was frequently and strongly mentioned. I think that's clearly a value that they hold similar to our community, because we have a very diverse and increasingly diverse community. And so making sure that more voices are at the table as part of the initial planning is going to be really important. And then to make sure that the facility that we have for the next 50 years is serving all of the people within the community. And then the other piece is just the way that they approach design and functionality, which, sometimes it's hard to marry the two. What they showed us in terms of their previous planning, frankly, is really exciting, right? And so I know when we walked out of that room, there was a strong consensus on our selection team that this was the team that we were excited to work for, because I think it represents an approach that this council would be excited about. And frankly, I think that their values are aligned with what the council and the community values are.
Great summary, Jamie. I can't think of anything else. Thank you.
Just a quick point of information. So this is going to be coming back before us the 23rd. Is that the plan for formal approval?
Yes, sir.
It'll be at the meeting of the 23rd, formal approval to pull the trigger on going in the direction as specified.
Thank you.
Councilmember Nelson.
I couldn't pass, so. I do just have a couple of questions. It looks like you have extensive experience in these types of projects. One of the things that I've personally been excited about this location in particular, because I think it's unique, but I've heard from many residents that find this compelling, the opportunity to have indoor and outdoor space that's available to people of all ages. And could you talk a little bit to your experience with those types of projects? It seemed evident from the work, but could you talk to that? And is that typical what a community is looking for, is to create a space of that nature?
Yeah, we have developed a number of aquatic projects that have spanned indoors and outdoors, and looked at how we can break down the barriers of the natatorium so that it can be used all seasons. We're currently developing a project in Toronto that opens on both sides and can be passively ventilated through the summer season, which has some huge cost-saving benefit, but also opens the pool up to the exterior aquatic programming on the outside. So we're taking a step further. We're not just offering it as an amenity, but it's actually working in our favor in terms of energy efficiency. So that's something we're really excited about. We also, on this team, have a group called WTI, which is Water Technology. They're a national aquatic specialist who really just develops, aquatic features, slides, parks, etc. So we've worked with them on a few occasions. They're coming on board because we know that this is an important part of the project and that it needs to be thought through thoroughly. So we're bringing, that's a kind of specialty that we're bringing to add to our experience in terms of aquatics, so that we're, what's happening on this side of the U.S. and these are really the folks that have done 50 of these in the last 2 years. So we should have within this project, some really good expertise on that. Other areas that we want to also engage, you know, the gym has opportunities for outdoor space, play structures, you know, indoors, outdoors. We're always looking at how buildings can actually frame outdoor spaces that can become event spaces that are climate protected. So, you know, we want to look at where the prevailing winds are coming from, where you want to be capturing afternoon sun, particularly with aquatics. You know, when the sun's going down and it starts to get a little cold, you want to make sure that buildings or other amenities aren't blocking it. So those are things that we want to be thinking about.